that power armor.
Disorder is to be expected in a place that Black Brotherhood had overseen for so long.
This place gets sour and we're all in for it.
This better be worth it.
The efficiency of Brotherhood.
This place is kind of a dump.
Protect and serve.
I imagine the Brotherhood would object to a collection of blood samples from all its members. Shame.
Hey, here comes trouble. I hope.
Pie with every dinner declined. And this ration request doesn't even have a name on it. Have you finished the task I gave you? Good. Let's get this done. I have the list from their arrival. Give me the high-level overview. Impossible. Whatever happened, it was not us. That sounds like something Paladin Romani would say. But what he believes is of no concern of ours. Our people did not rob this man. We are not involved, and it should remain that way. Give me your next report. No, we are not arms dealers. Listen to me. The Brotherhood is not in the business of arming civilians. End of discussion. Moving on. The Brotherhood is not a charity, and our mission does not cover providing civilians with equipment to pursue their personal interests. Unless the doctor intends to provide that research to the Brotherhood exclusively, and under our supervision, he will get nothing.
Radiation levels nominal. Some strange.
Then, he can peddle his snake oil somewhere else. The wasteland is full of people claiming to be scientists or doctors. They are rarely either, and usually cause more harm than good. Next report. We are not mercenaries here to serve as guards for anyone with some goods to trade in payment. This is not a charity. As a civilian, you are free to play hero for everyone that comes to you with a sad tale. The Brotherhood, however, has a duty to its mission. and that does not include playing bodyguard. I believe that accounts for everyone. Against my initial judgment, you have shown that you can take orders and make yourself useful for the Brotherhood. You need to lose those soft civilian instincts, but I will make note of your assistance in my report to Paladin Romani. Should you wish to join our ranks, I will not oppose your enlistment. I grant you permission, provisionally, to enter the compound proper. Go to our scribe Valdez. You will need her support as well if you want Paladin Romani's attention. What I am going to do is make the recommendations I see fit in my report to Paladin Romani. As the commanding officer, the final decisions will be hers. And your concern in the matter ends here.
Got to be getting back to the farm soon.
Let me complete my report. If I do not have other pressing duties, then I will consent to your questions. Orders and duty are the lifeblood of the Brotherhood. You are not yet one of us. Consider it a suggestion. Be vigilant, outsider. I am not a receptionist, civilian. I have actual work to do. Each day in service of the Brotherhood is a step forward. Raiders causing trouble again. We'll have to do something about them.
Grow up. Order, learning, protection. I have everything I need here. One day, I'll make night, then I'll show those raiders who's boss. Recruits, night shifts training, weapons, in a base like this, we're gonna be invincible.
Old world science solved a lot of problems back in the day, but look what else it wrought. I'm glad we guard our tech closely. Settlers want to rebuild, but they're only looking to the future. We need to understand the past as well, or we'll make the same mistakes going
My own
forward.
operation would involve this much paperwork.
Order is to be expected in a place that lacked Brotherhood oversight for so long. Still, this is... I trust it wasn't a mistake to let you back here. You have no reason to be here. Go speak to Scribe Valdez.
To see if we can spare any supplies for the
As you can see, I'm in charge of the armory. I maintain and manage all of our equipment. I keep records of our stockpiles, distribute rations, and acquire resources as needed. Since we only have one paladin here, I also lead various combat operations and support Paladin Romani in any ways necessary. To be clear, my duties do not include human resources.
I cannot believe these people are still hurling nukes at each other. It's madness.
Make it quick, please. To procure and preserve dangerous technologies from before the war, and defend humanity from itself. Since the world went to pieces, anyone and everyone has been using what they can find in the wasteland to their own ends, unrestricted. If things continue like this, humanity will never make it.
I will not allow Atlas to go the way of Fort Defiance. We're here to stay.
The 1st Expeditionary Force was tasked with investigating several valued technological sites across the U.S., concluding at the Atlas Observatory. From here, we would report back on the fate of the preceding Appalachian chapter, carrying on the Brotherhood's mission in their stead if need be.
When do I get to go out?
Or we would have done that report if we still had a working long-distance transmitter. We have Raiders to thank for that one.
Chance to learn from the mistakes of the past. We'll build something better for everyone.
They are considered MIA until further investigation. Last stationed at Fort Defiance. We lost contact with them some time ago. At the time, Lost Hills didn't have the resources for a cross-country expedition. What's important now is that we will carry on the Brotherhood mission in their place.
Built here, in spite of the scorched plague.
That information is classified. There is, and my interpretation of our orders is that acquiring it should be our #1 priority. Paladin Romani thinks otherwise. She has reevaluated the situation based on her own judgment. I am following her orders.
All day hunched over the war team.
Ask them if you must. Make it quick, please. Does this look like a social club to you? I have my duties to attend to. I would hope that you have yours.
We're gonna have to bring the Crater Raiders under control eventually. Hopefully without unnecessary...
It sounds to me like you haven't decided your purpose in this world. I have, and it doesn't involve making friends with everyone. Ad Victorium. Did somebody direct you to me? If so, I need to have a talk with them. Distraction is human. Discipline is the learned solution.
Highgaze put some real wear on it.
I wonder if Night Shin will let me try on his power armor.
Running my own operation. Just much paperwork.
We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
think of everywhere we've been, this old place may hold the most promise.
Protection. I have everything I need here. The elders have so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person someday.
All these machine sign. Maybe another scribe just to keep us
Order,
moving.
learning, protection. I have everything I need here. We're all links in the chain, bound in brotherhood.
I wonder what stories are hiding in the mountains out here.
New recruits, Night Shin's training.
Starting recording.
Place like this,
Knight Alan Connors,
we're gonna be
Brotherhood of
invincible.
Steel. Oh, 1 second. Let me toss another one on the fire. Screw it. I'll do a status report later. This one's off the record.
I want this fortified.
Odessa, Daniel,
I'm not sure. I
I'm
can
about
say this.
halfway through the night shift. And it's gotten me thinking. I know it's been tough on you two. Neither of you are quite the grizzled old-timers that Layla and I are. I just want you both to know how proud I am. Not just to see you rise to the challenge, but to see you do it with such vigor and determination. For every bit of trouble this trip has been, it's only just started.
I made it script.
But I hope you can enjoy calm nights like
Wish you
these
would too.
and take a moment to relax. Look,
We have to cut ourselves free
each
from
of us have our reasons for being here, including Layla.
forward to the new.
You may not always see eye to eye, but know that she cares deeply for both of you. And Daniel, I know you probably feel she cares too much, but that's just her way. Leading from the heart has always worked out for her in the past. Trust me, man. I've been through the thick of it with her. In this journey ahead, we're going to need to rely on each other with unwavering support.
I'd love to look at this.
The toughest trials have yet to come. But remember, we're more than a brotherhood now. We're a family.
Fort Atlas is in good hands. Night Shin's trained us well.
You should get that mutation treated, civilian, before it becomes a real problem. Find, protect, and preserve.
The elders have so much to teach us.
Countryside country. That's what strange.
Anything tries to attack, we'll be ready.
Stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
Myself holding down the fort. When do I get to help?
Shouldn't you be waiting in the entryway? Hello, civilian. I don't mean to be rude, but what exactly are you doing up here?
The elders have so much to teach us.
Did he now? Knowing Night Shin, I'm guessing that's not exactly how it went down. But if you're a prospective initiate, then I guess we're both in luck.
Place like this,
Paladin Romani makes the call on new recruits, but the Knight and I have some influence. It just so happens I'm in need of someone to help me out on a little mission. If you're interested, I can bring you along and put you to work. Do a good job, and I'll send a recommendation your way. How about it? Our new base is littered with old technology, but there's something in particular I want to investigate. It's down in the bowels of this place, a part of Atlas that we've cornered off. I'm not keen on going alone, so I'd like some backup. Well, aren't you the trusting one? I'm Brotherhood. I'll keep my promise. No need to worry about that. Glad we can come to an agreement. Any questions before we start?
One day I'll make night.
All right, fire away. Normally I would, but today you came along. We have a lot of capable initiates, but we could always use more. Handle yourself well, and I'll be happy to vouch for you.
You should get that mutation treated, civilian. Before it becomes a real problem, everything makes sense.
Not as a civilian. However, if Paladin Romani lets you join our ranks, then I might reconsider. Especially if you're a big help on this mission.
Protection. I have everything I need here.
Ideally? Yes, actually. In practice? Not at all. We're supposed to be the lore keepers, preserving old technology for the betterment of today. Instead, I spend all my time soldering wires on busted comms equipment or tightening screws on tracking scanners. This investigation will be a breath of fresh air. It's what being a scribe should be about. Can I do it? Yes. But it's not my life's calling. Believe it or not, I didn't choose to be a scribe. I was born into it. My parents chose this life for me. I've gotten used to it, but it isn't mine. Nightshin would throw a fit if he heard just how unprofessional I was now. We should get back to business. Sorry. Business only. Sure. Ready to go? Great! Unfortunately, I need to finish up a few things here. Head downstairs and I'll meet you in a bit. Watch your step, it's a mess up here. New recruits? What can I do for you? Or did you come to lend a hand? About me? What do you want to know? California. Though, truth be told, I've spent most of my life in one bunker or another. My parents joined the Brotherhood when I was very young, so I grew up in the Order. Really? How rare. You'll have to let me interview you sometime. I'd love to know more about the vaults. I have a lot to take care of while we get settled in here, but I'll get back to you on this. Don't worry. I do. Scribes are critical to the Brotherhood's mission. It's a mission I believe in. The work that comes my way can get tedious or overwhelming, but knowing I'm helping the greater good keeps me satisfied. Appalachia. Well, it suits our needs well. It has its dangers, but it's in better shape than a lot of America. That means there's a lot of old tech lying around and in good enough condition for conservation. We're a strong organization with a noble goal. Our methods draw some flack sometimes, but we're doing the right thing.
The settlers want to rebuild, but they're only looking to the future. We need to understand the past.
Of course. What's the next topic?
Make the same mistakes going forward.
Sure. What needs explaining? We're the heart of the Brotherhood's mission to find, catalog, and preserve pre-war technology. Though sometimes in practice, well, let's just say I spend a lot of time calibrating things.
I'm never gonna make a name for myself.
We record things. Histories, schematics, every bit of knowledge we can get our hands on. We collect it all, compile it, and keep it safe, like old scholars or monks. Our name harkens back to that ancient tradition, so that's why we use it. Well, first you'll have to join up, and we don't just take anyone. Then it depends on your aptitude. Not everyone has the mind or patience for scribe work. But ultimately, if you're driven and competent, I don't see why not. Sure, what do you want to talk about?
Training, weapons, and a base like this. We're gonna be
Lucky for you, I know all about us. The Council of Elders, chief among them, High Elder Maxon, our founder. He proclaimed our mission and set us on the path we follow today. Our expedition leader is Paladin Romani. She's an aggressive and daring commander who's taken us through many trials. We're here to help the people of Appalachia and to catalog any technological discoveries we find. We set up Fort Atlas to that end. This old observatory has a wealth of technology to discover and is a good staging point for future operations. We also want to learn the fate of the old Appalachian chapter of our order. MIA, presumed KIA.
find, protect, and preserve.
We think the Scorched got them. The last transmissions we got weren't promising, and we haven't had any contact since.
If anything tries to attack,
I
we'll be ready.
knew some of them from a distance, but it's better if we don't get into that now.
A base like this, we're gonna be invincible.
California, all the way across the continent. I've read that people used to fly that distance in a few hours, but the trek took us months. Maybe eventually we'll get flying again, but for now it's an arduous journey. We're an order dedicated to the preservation of science and technology. We find and catalog knowledge from before the bombs and keep it safe.
Then I'll show those raiders who's boss.
That's one interpretation, certainly one I've heard before. But my journey here has only reinforced my faith in our mission. We're dedicated and organized. I trust us to do the right thing with the knowledge we gather. Okay, what do you want to know?
Make the same mistakes.
I'll be here if you need anything. Staying safe out there.
Old world science solved a lot of problems back in the day. But look what else it wrought. I'm glad we guard our tech closely.
I'm never gonna make a name for myself holding down the fort.
Surely there's something more to discover here.
Training, weapons. The old world has so much to teach us. Why didn't I see it before?
Just a few more tweaks and then it's back to working on that.
There's so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person someday.
So much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person.
We're here to protect the people.
Just a few more tweaks.
Learn that in time.
Might get to go out and prove my worth.
Spare any supplies for the relief efforts. Might buy us goodwill with the locals. Request for the Brotherhood should be passed through Night Shin. I cannot believe these people are still hurling nukes at each other. It's madness. We could always use more initiates. As the Paladin, I am the commander of this unit, and I'm here to establish a foothold for the Brotherhood of Steel. It is important that we restore society. And the steps that you have already made here in Appalachia are admirable. However, without the power of the Brotherhood, you will be unable to prevail. I am eager to lend that power. I suppose I can set aside a quick moment to chat. I'm originally from the California branch of the Brotherhood of Steel. I was posted near Mariposa before the bombs fell, and I learned that some members of the U.S. military had created an organization to help people. As a member of the U.S. military, joining up with the Brotherhood was a natural transition for me. High Elder Roger Maxson is our leader back in California, and is the person who sent us on our mission to Appalachia. I was in the National Guard. Helping those who are less fortunate has always been a passion of mine. Being able to help protect my community was an experience I'll never forget. But now, my mission is to protect you and the other people of Appalachia. Sure. My mission in life is to help others and restore the world to what it once was. The Brotherhood of Steel is aligned with those goals, in addition to the preservation of technology. The resources that the Brotherhood can provide will assist me in accomplishing my mission. I will be at the forefront of rebuilding society. Sounds good to me. It's a beautiful land, and the people are resourceful. We will do everything we can to support them. Did I slip up again? Old habits die hard. I hope you'll be patient with us Westerners as we learn the local vernacular. They've done well to build such capable communities on the broken bones of the old world. Foundation is charming, and I admire their workmanship. The people of Crater may be more complicated, but I refuse to judge their group based on our past encounters with raiders. Over time, I'd like to build a lasting relationship with both of these settlements. Certainly. I'm here to listen. Absolutely. We are here to help in any way that we can, civilian. I'm glad you're inspired by our mission. In order to fully accomplish our goals and establish a foothold here in Appalachia, we need to build up our ranks. If you're interested in recruitment, you can speak with my second, Knight Shin. My mission in life is to help others and restore order to the world. The Brotherhood of Steel is aligned with those goals, in addition to the preservation of technology. I will be on the forefront of rebuilding society. First and foremost, our mission is to restore society and preserve any technology that will assist us in that goal. In addition, we are currently investigating what happened to the previous Brotherhood members from Fort Defiance. It is important that we establish a new foothold here, which will allow us to aid the people of Appalachia. Yes, there was a unit here led by Paladin Taggarty. We lost contact with the group shortly before their mission to attack the Scorched, and we are unsure of their fate. Regardless of what may have occurred, their selfless courage is commendable. That is very sad to hear, although not at all surprising. We feared the worst after we lost contact with her. I knew Paladin Taggarty back when she was lieutenant. Good woman. I have no doubt in my mind that she led the Appalachian chapter admirably. I'd like to make my way to Fort Defiance personally at some point to pay my respects. Those soldiers deserve some remembrance for giving their lives to protect this region. Sorry, civilian. That information is classified. Sorry, civilian. I'd love to answer any questions that you may have. The Brotherhood of Steel are your saviors, civilian. We are the guardians of human civilization. We bring order to the wasteland, something that it desperately needs. Sure. What would you like to talk about? Stay safe.
Fight, but how do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm put on patrol day and night?